What's up, bro? Gabriel Gray here. Welcome to the next video on basically why black pill is wrong. Okay, there's this whole new, well, I wouldn't say new movement, but this movement is taking on gas, okay? It's just more and more people are following this movement, this ideology, this black pill ideology, and they're actually worse off for it. And I'm going to explain why in this video. What is the black pill? What is this black pill movement, okay? Now, again, I don't study them tremendously, but I just see them creeping up. They come in my text messages, they respond to me, all these stupid things that I'm going to get into, okay? And I see the movement so-called gaining steam, okay? Black pill is basically, it's basically along the lines of, you know what? Looks and status are everything, okay? Women are attracted to looks and status. If you're not good looking, if you're not 6'5", ripped, then your chances are very low, and it's almost you have zero chances at all. So why bother? Instead, let's take on the strategy of being bitter towards women, hating women, okay, being angry people, being depressed. And oftentimes, I honestly see this lead to things like, that's why I'm making this video, depression, suicides, okay, all these killings and stuff. You can see a lot of people. Now, again, this isn't necessarily facts, but from what I've heard, okay, so it's not 100% true, but from what I've heard, there is links between negative actions, okay, actions that cause harm to people, and those people that are following the black pill movements, okay? Now, again, this is not necessarily facts. This is what I've heard, so it's not 100% of facts. But you've got the black pill movement that basically says, you're at home, you're not 6'5", you're a little bit chubby, okay, overweight, whatever. You're short. Now you have no chances of getting hot girls. You should stay home, you should be sad, you should be angry, you should be upset because there's nothing you can do. What victim, talk about victim mentality or just this little depression-based bullshit, okay, that you can't do anything. Okay, come on, just grow up. You have to understand that if you put effort into certain things, you can make changes. Am I saying that a guy that is good-looking, super tall, super jacked, super well-built, has more chances than a guy that's short, whatever, fat, a little bit ugly, all of those things? Of course he has more chances. Why? Because the qualities behind those genetics are conveying good traits. Status, okay, protector, provider, traits like that, okay, that he can pass on his genes well. But the amazing thing is that if you learn social hacking, if you learn how to understand women correctly, even if you haven't won the genetic lottery, okay, you can still work on things, you can work on your skills, and you can get absolutely unbelievable results, and you can get better results than those other people. And I'm saying this with experience, and I'm saying this with facts. Why am I, what do I mean by that? Well, I've had so many students that are short, that are Indian, black, Asian, okay, white, from different countries, okay, they poor, rich, fashionable, not fashionable. And what consistently have I seen? Over time, if they learn the correct things, they get better results. But Gabriel, isn't it all about, can't I just be a victim and can't I just be depressed all day? Why are you taking away my little excuses? Okay, well, that's what it is. Okay, you can rationalize as much as you want if you follow this movement. You can rationalize as much as you want why you don't get results, or you can face the truth that you're not getting results because you're not working on your skill set. Do you want to just be depressed, cry, be lonely, be miserable, be a victim, and just keep complaining? I don't see what the point of that strategy is. Okay, where does that strategy get you? It gets you nowhere. Okay, what does it actually get you? It gets you no girls. Probably you disassociate from your friends, because who wants to be around someone that's sad, victim, and depressed? Okay, you lose your friends, You don't have any girls. You're sad, you're frustrated, you're miserable, you're lonely, you're more stressed, you're angry, it affects your health. What is the point of that strategy if it's not even, there's no point to it, it's not even real, okay? Why not just wake up and realize that you can make a change? Oh no, but what does this mean? This means that you now have to put in effort. You have to take responsibility for your life. Oh, Gabriel, I'd rather just be a victim. I'd rather just have these excuses. I'd rather just be attached to these excuses so that I can do nothing and just complain and not take action. Because the moment someone takes away my excuses, now I have to look deep within myself and take responsibility. You don't want to do that. The black pill guys, you don't want to do that. You'd rather just hang on to your excuses. Okay, let me tell you something. I have worked with so many guys, and I'm actually going to tell you a few stories. There's this one guy that I worked with. I'm not going to mention his name. Let's just call him D. Okay, he probably won't mind if I mention his name, but I won't for now. Let's call him D. D is probably in the best shape out of anyone I've ever seen in person in my life. This guy looks like a Greek god. He is in the best shape, I'm going to emphasize this, out of anyone I have physically seen in person, okay? And again, it's a big part of his life, fitness. It's insane to see his body, okay? It's literally insane. Now, this guy, okay, D, he came on a program with me, he came on a live program, he got my online program, all of that type of stuff. When he came to me, he was a virgin. He didn't really know how to speak to girls. He was afraid. He was nervous. He didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to do. Okay, after getting coached by me, after learning the correct things, he lost his virginity, he pulled his first girl, he got his first girlfriend, he gave women amazing experiences. People look at him and they say, of course you're doing that. Bro, look at you. You're so big. You've got such an amazing body. Okay, of course. Okay, Gabriel, can't you show me someone that's not big? Of course, but again, they're just seeing and they're just so attached to their little beliefs and their little excuses that they can't see the truth for what it is. This guy could not get girls. This guy was a virgin. This guy was clueless. He was actually a little bit awkward and weird around women, and he'll be the first to admit this. Okay? Now the thing is, why? He was in perfect shape. Because he did the wrong things, he said the wrong things, he didn't know what to do, he didn't know what to say, he didn't know how to say it, he didn't have any calibration, he didn't know anything at all. Okay? And that's what happens. Another guy, okay, I'm going to call him M. I'm not going to use his name. Now, M, okay, it's funny because he's also in really good shape. He's got tattoos. He's this bad boy type of guy. And again, you'll probably know who I'm talking about if you know me close enough, okay? But he's this very alpha guy, bad boy, travels a lot, very high value, very cool, amazing guy, one of my good friends. And I remember we went to the beach in, this was around, I don't know, like 8 years ago. And this guy was always a natural. He could always get girls here and there, but he didn't really get as much consistency with the really attractive woman. And we went out, and I was actually way thinner than I am now, okay? I've actually been, working on my body, working on my nutrition, but I was actually too thin, okay? So I actually looked sick, and it was bad, okay? I really looked sick. Now, the thing is, I was super thin. I was actually very pale. You have him. He had a six-pack. He was really good looking, tattoos, everything. We were walking on the beach. He was stuck in his head. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to say. He was getting rejected when he did approach. He didn't really understand what to do. He couldn't continue conversations. He was stuck. I got results. I met girls. I landed up taking them on dates and giving them amazing experiences. But Gabriel, wasn't he better looking than you? Well, he was a bit shorter than me, if I'm giving all the facts, a little bit. He had a great body. I was sickly looking. I was pale. He had good skin tone. Okay, what was the difference? My skill set. I understood how to give women amazing experiences. I understood what was going on. Okay, now where would the excuses come from, these black pill victim people? Well, Gabriel, it's because he was a little bit shorter than you. Okay, they just want to find every possible excuse instead of taking action. Maybe it's because the girls that you approached, I don't know, they responded to you were just their type. Such bullshit, okay? Come on. Okay, come on. Eventually you have to realize, and the reason I'm making this video is because it's actually frustrating to me, because this movement is destroying men's lives. Why is it doing that? Because firstly it's saying, okay, there's nothing we can do if you're not super good looking, if you're not super ripped, if you don't have the status and you don't look a certain way, you can never get the very attractive girls. So do nothing. Okay, that's a great strategy. Great strategy. How's that going to benefit your life? That strategy. Even if it was right, which it's not. Even if it was right, it wouldn't benefit your life. So what's the point? But it's wrong. Okay? It's just wrong. Now, the thing is, these guys are creating this movement and people will follow it and they'll end up being more depressed, more victim-based mentality. They stop taking action. They stop taking responsibility for their life. How does this help? Okay? We need to destroy this. Because what do I want to do? Okay, and what is the social hacking community all about? It's learning the tools, techniques, principles, mindsets, and structures to get the girls that you want. Okay, whatever race, age, gender, not gender, but whatever race, age, height, okay, wealth levels you're at. Let's learn, let's improve all of those things. Let's improve our body, let's improve our look, let's improve our fashion. Why not? Why not? I'm never going to say don't go to the gym. I go to the gym. I'm never going to say don't work on your fashion. I work on my fashion. Work on all those things and then focus on everything else that's important, on how to learn social hacking, on how to understand women, on how to get the girls that you want, on how to give them amazing experiences. Okay? So, if you're watching this right now and you're someone that's a little bit bought into this bullshit, okay, because that's what it is. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, that's what it is. It's bullshit. If you're a little bit bought into it, wake up. Wake up. Stop being a victim. Stop trying to just fill yourself with depression. Wake up. Take responsibility. Take action. Learn what you need to learn. Understand what you need to understand. And your life will be better and you will get more and more quality girls. I've seen it firsthand. But Gabriel, you're tall, so a tall guy can't say these things. Okay, well, I was tall when I got 0 girls. Okay, I was still tall back then. I was tall when when I was a virgin, when I didn't know how to speak to girls. I was still tall back then. And then I get girls and now it's all of a sudden because of my height. Soon, okay, I'm hoping that I really get in great shape. That's the goal. Soon it's going to be, okay, Gabriel, of course you get girls because of your shape. Okay? I've had these black pillars, they message me when they see my stories, Facebook stories, and they say like, oh no, that's you're only getting that girl because of your height. You're only getting that girl, I've had guys saying, because of my hair. You're only getting that's actually fake. That girl's an actress. So everything to hang on to their excuses. It doesn't affect my life. It doesn't affect my life, but it affects theirs. They're miserable. I'm just trying to help guys here. Okay? So if you're listening, the only reason I'm making this video is to try help you. Okay? I'm fine. Okay? I'm fine with my current belief system and the way I see the world and my dating life. This is for you. And this is for those black pillars and if you're ever tempted by this bullshit ideology. Okay? So this is why this movement is terrible. Enough said. So, if you really want to learn what works, if you really want to learn all the tools, techniques, tactics, mindsets, and everything that you need to give women amazing experiences and to get the woman that you want in your life, okay, then just join my free Facebook group. Completely free. Check the description below, the Social Hacker Community. You're going to learn all of that stuff and more, and then you won't be this little victim, depressed person. You're actually going to be someone that learns what they need to learn to get the girls that they want. As simple as that. I'll catch you in the next video.